Communication begins even before one speaks. Both speakers and listeners are hero in a communication. More effective the communication, more fruitful will be the negotiation. Good morning, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Ujjwal and I am will be Sergeant in Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the meeting to the Toastmasters Clubs of Storytellers and Leaders Connect Toastmasters. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention three ground rules we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. As a Toastmaster, we either refrain or remain sensitive while we talk about sex, religion, and politics. Keep your videos on the on to gain the most of the time you are investing here and keep your mobile phone on switched off or silent mode. Please do not cross talk and keep yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Speak only when you are in the spotlight and raise the hands to speak. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, clubs also have a mission. The mission of the Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communications and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Looking forward to gain insight from today's theme, that is effective communication and negotiation. With this, I announce the meeting as open and hand over the stage to presiding officers, Toastmaster Mohit sir. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Ujjwal. Huge round of applause for Ujjwal. As always, it's a great start to our today's meeting. There were two caterpillars who were once sitting on a cabbage leaf. They were chatting with each other when they noticed that a wonderful, beautiful butterfly was flying overhead. They both looked at the butterfly and one said to the other, I don't think I can ever become that butterfly. Friends, what does becoming that butterfly mean for you? We are all like caterpillars who want to achieve our dreams. Are we clear with what our dream is? What is the butterfly? And if so, do we know what does the caterpillar in us need to do in order to become that butterfly? So welcome Toastmasters and guests. It's a pleasure to meet you in this meeting as always, where we learn the skills to achieve our dreams, to become that butterfly. Week after week, the practice gets us to a place where we are more confident in achieving our goals. I'm super happy today because I have one announcement to make. We have a new joiner. Toastmaster Rohit has decided to join the Toastmasters journey just yesterday. So I would like to invite him on stage and would request him to share what is his dream from joining Toastmasters. Over to you, Rohit.
Hello everyone. My name is Rohit Kuchal and I'm from Sonipat. And I'm a businessman and my goal is to improve my language and communication skills and other areas where this club can help. And yeah, um, I don't know what else to say, but I think this club, I have huge expectations from this club since I've been a part of the WhatsApp group for a long time and I've been watching and observing a lot of things. So yeah, since I want to improve my writing skills. Somewhere Mohit inspired me to do that. So, during my college days, I always want to be write something my own. So I believe that Mohit and other members will definitely help me in this area.
Absolutely, Rohit. I believe you are in the right place. Being a Toastmaster for over 10 years, I can totally vouch for that. And I get inspired by you and other people in our group. And I'm glad that I'm able to pass on some of that inspiration to people like you. So, congratulations for starting the journey with Toastmasters. And we look forward to hearing your feedback as you progress. All right. We also have a few guests with us today. Jaspeer is joining us for the first time. So I would request Jaspeer to, if he can come on the camera, or if not, just speak out a bit about your dreams.
Yeah, thank you, Mohit. Sorry, I cannot be on a camera now. I'm just on the road. That's the time I'll go to drop my daughter. So just leaving from the home, and I will within the few minutes I will be driving, but I'll be on the call. So the regarding my dreams, like I think the purpose to join this group is to be a better communicator and a better storyteller, and because I'm already at the leadership role and doing those things, but I think there's still the scope of improvement, and there's always a scope of improvement. So to be a better storyteller and to be more confident speaker, and I'm glad to be part of this group. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
Jaspeer. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. It's a pleasure to have you. We look forward to your feedback at the end of the meeting. We have Nikita. Nikita, would you like to share a bit about yourself and what brings you here today? Nikita, you speak?
Hello everyone, I'm audible.
Yes.
Hello Toastmaster. So I was also a part of Toastmaster. I was a part of TMCP Central Pune. So it has been a long gap, and now I'm thinking about to join the Toastmaster again, to start my journey again and to be more confident about it. So I'm here again and I'm looking forward to join the group. Thank you so much.
It's wonderful having you, Nikita. Suraj, would you like to share a bit about yourself?
Hi everybody, I'm a Toastmaster. I'm not Toastmaster, I'm Suraj, and I'm here to participate in table topic session. And I have been here before and joining again to improve my confidence. Yeah.
Okay, great, Suraj. Yeah, we have the table topic session lined up, and that's the place where everybody would hopefully get a chance to speak impromptu. So just wait for that session, and welcome to the group again. All right, I think those are all the guests we have. If I'm missing anybody out,
Yeah, Mohit.
oh, of course, yeah, you are a dear friend and a guest today. Yeah, Shobit, please
Yeah,
share a bit about yourself with the group.
sure, sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Shobhit. Have got over 2 decades of experience. I've worked with Mohit earlier, so we are part of kind of same team. So I'm glad that we are again talking. So I'm working with the EXA that's from the Bharti EXA. So I recently started with that organization. I have been a part of Toastmaster earlier, so I was member of Toastmaster Dwarka. Continued my journey for an year, but then there has been, I think, more than 3 to 4 years since I discontinued it. Again, looking forward to continue my journey and learn from all the distinguished members that we have. I have been reading a lot of messages in the WhatsApp group, but unfortunately couldn't make it earlier. So looking forward. Hopefully, we'll enroll soon.
Absolutely, Rohit. Shobit, we worked together as part of the RBS team, and you would be probably glad to know that this club, Leaders Connect Toastmasters, originated in RBS, and
Wow.
some members are from RBS even today. Charu would be joining hopefully later today. She was part of the RBS club back then and still a
All right.
member. So you are going to meet some other familiar faces
That
as well, apart
will.
from me, Shobit. It's wonderful having you, and just wait and watch the rest of the meeting, and we look forward to your feedback at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anybody else? A lot of other people who are our friends. Davinder wants to share something. Yeah, go ahead, Davinder. Please do.
Hello everyone. Just one thing to share. I'm member of another Toastmaster club where meeting takes place every Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The time coincides there. Last 2 weeks, I'm not going there. So this is the place because one cannot go away from Toastmaster. Thank you to this club and this online meeting.
Thank you, Devinder. I hope you're doing well. Is there anything else which is holding you back from being able to go there?
I'm being too occupied last 2 weeks. Lucknow, Kanpur, too many lectures and then family weddings.
Ah, yeah, it's wedding season as well. Yeah, okay, good.
Otherwise, all good. Thank you.
Great. Yes. Yeah, that's where these online meetings helps us in saving some time. So glad you were able to join, Devinder. All right, let's take the meeting forward and let me call on stage our general evaluator for the meeting. I would request Mehek as the general evaluator, if you can also walk us through the structure of the meeting and introduce your tag team with everyone. So Mehek is currently doing her master's in commerce from Delhi School of Economics, and she's a extremely enthusiastic person, very good at public relations. All the posters that get made in the district are reviewed or created by Toastmaster Mehek. So, welcome, Toastmaster Mehek. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. Good morning, fellow members and dear guests. First of all, I would like to walk through the agenda of the meeting today. We would be having 3 sessions. The first segment would be the prepared speech session, and that's how a Toastmasters meeting segment is also prepared. The first segment would be the prepared speech session, where the prepared speakers would be allowed to give a speech according to the objectives and the pathways they have selected from the Toastmasters International. The second segment would be the table topic session, which would be the impromptu speaking session, where the speakers would be volunteering for this impromptu speaking and would be required to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. And the last, final, and the most important segment of any Toastmasters meeting is the evaluation segment, which is the general evaluation. As the general evaluator, I will evaluate the overall meeting as well as my CAT team would evaluate on certain aspects. So, first of all, I would like to invite my CAT team players. Let's talk about the timer for the meeting today. I would like to call Toastmaster Mohit as the timer to introduce his role for the meeting today.
So, as the timer for the meeting today, I will be taking a note of the time that every speaker takes when they are on the virtual meeting stage. I will note the time for the prepared speeches, which is 5 to 7 minutes with the 30 seconds of grace on either sides. For the table topics, the time will be 1 to 2 minutes with a 30 seconds of grace only on the upper side. So you must speak for a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. For the evaluations, the time is 2 to 3 minutes with a 30 seconds of grace on either sides, which I will be demonstrating these timings with the virtual background. So let me demonstrate how am I going to show the timings. When the time hits the minimum time mark, I'll be changing my background to green. When it hits the for the table topics, when it hits the 1 minute 30 seconds mark, then I will show the yellow card. Same will happen when the prepared speeches reach the 6 minute mark and evaluations hit the 3 minutes mark. For the 2 minutes 30 seconds mark for evaluations, I'll show the red card when the table topics reach the 2 minutes time limit, and and it'll come up when the evaluations hit the 3 minutes mark. For prepared speeches, this background will show up when the speech hits the 7 minute mark. I hope my role is clear and I'm looking forward to the speeches and everything that comes ahead. I'll hand over the stage back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Mehek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. To respect the time, I would request everyone so that we stay on the track overall in the meeting. Please see what Toastmaster Mohit is providing us about the time limits. Now, let's have on stage someone who would filter out our filler words as you know. I would like to invite on stage the R counter for the gay today, Toastmaster Ujjwal, to share his role.
Uh, Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. The purpose of our counter is to note words, sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen to for filler words, sounds, including and overused words will be also be noted when a speaker repeats a word or phrase. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker use these expressions. Thank you, Toastmaster. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ujjwal. Just a pro tip for everyone, if you feel the urge of speaking these filler words like ahs and gums, take a short pause during the meeting and you're good to go. Well, now let's have on stage our grammarian for the day who would take care about the language, the words, and would also provide us with the word of the day. Let's have on stage Toastmaster Lavina to share the details about her role as the grammarian.
Thank you, Madam GE. I am Toastmaster Lavina, and today I'll be playing the role of a grammarian. So, as a grammarian, it is very necessary that I look here closely to all the speakers in the meeting and make a note of all the good and not so good usages of English language. I would also be taking a close look at the pronunciation throughout the meeting. Also, as we are in a formal setup and we are here to work on our communication, it becomes very important to unlearn the usual habits we have or the bad habits we have in the scope of our English language. So here comes the word of the day. Today, the word of the day is unlearn. The meaning of the word is to make an effort to forget the usual way of doing something so that you can learn and a new way or sometimes a better way of doing something. For example, the usage of the word unlearn is I had to unlearn the way I approach sustainability when I took a formal course. So there is the word of the day. As a practice, we encourage everybody to use the word of the day, and we tend to show a thumbs up physically or virtually whenever it is used throughout the meeting. Towards the end of the meeting, in the general evaluation section, I would be sharing my report on the usage of grammar and pronunciation. Thank you, and over to you, Madam GE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lavina, for providing us with the word of the day. Let's encourage everyone to use the word unlearn as much as we can in the meeting today. With that, I wish everyone a fantastic meeting. Let's learn, unlearn, and inspire each other today in the meeting. I will present the stage to the moderator for the meeting today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. Thank you for introducing your team as well to all of us. All right, we are now ready to start our first segment of the meeting, which is prepared speeches. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Monica, and the evaluator for Toastmaster Monica was Deepthi. I see that Deepthi, can you please come on the stage and share the speech objectives for Monica? Okay. Okay, I see that Deepthi is not currently available. Monica, just just give it a minute. I will make some adjustments, I think. Monica, have you shared your evaluation form on the group as well? I think if we have to make some
Yes, I did share.
Okay. Social media presence. Okay. So Arpan, I will just share the evaluation form for Monica with you, and you can back up for Deepti if you are okay. Just
No
read
problem.
out objectives from this form which I have shared with you on the WhatsApp group.
Understood. Give me a minute.
Sure, I then appreciate the last
Sorry to
minute.
keep you
Mohit,
waiting.
I'll also
Yep.
yeah, Mohit, I'll also be sharing my screen, so in case I don't have that, grant me those.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll just check that. Can I request our tech master to check that? We have, okay.
Please check now. I've given you the Google screens.
And Mohit, I am ready.
Okay, Arpan, yeah, just give us another few seconds. And Monica, we'll do a
No
quick
problem.
audio video check as well with you.
Sure. Am I visible along with my screen? Just for a quick check.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Perfect.
Okay. Can you say after me, it's a beautiful day, Monica?
It's a beautiful day.
Is this your standing position where you're speaking? Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to change the screen,
Okay.
so I'll be sending it.
Okay. Can you say
It's
once
okay,
again,
or
it's a beautiful day?
it's a beautiful day.
Okay. Yeah, you're audible and visible, and your screen also came up. So all good. All right. I'm requesting Arpan to share the speech objectives for Toastmaster Monica's speech. Over to you, Arpan.
So just so that I do this right, that is the purpose statements in the form. Is that correct statement?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone for giving us your time this Sunday. I know there are several competing requirements that come up in our lives, and to focus on Toastmasters is exemplary. Today's speech has specific purposes, and those are illuminated for your understanding. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply their understanding of social media to enhance and establish on new social media presence. This is useful for all of us. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of their experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence, which is invaluable in this day and age. I, for one, am looking forward to this. At this point, I would hand the baton to the speech to Monica. And Monica, over to you. Unless Mohit, you feel that I have omitted something.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take over from there. Thanks, Sarpan. You did a fantastic job. I'll just introduce our speaker. So, Monica Talwar, social media presence. Social media presence, Monica Talwar.
Okay. Social media presence, that's what I'll be talking about. But before I begin the topic itself, I have a few questions for the audience. What does social media means to you? Just say it in one word, or maybe two words.
Influence.
Okay, great.
Visibility.
Okay, super.
Fun.
Fun.
Marketing.
Super. And the follow-up question is, among all of us, is there anyone who has their existence on less than 2 platforms? Anyone? And that's what we'll be discussing today. That with the time, the social media itself has become a necessity for all of us. What used to be kind of a luxury item to spend your time or to have fun or maybe connect with the friends, getting to know about the world, but now it has become really important. And this takes me back to that days when I remember people used to come to our house, and one of the interesting activity we used to do with all was to watch these photo albums. Do anyone remember that? That we had been watching all those photo albums, marriage albums to, understand or to have fun, to memorize. But all this has vanished because now everything is available at the movement of your finger. You don't need to go meet the family to have that connection. And another important or funny fact is earlier you had a residence at one place. Okay? If anybody has to come and meet you, they have to visit you at your home. But now you're omnipresent. You're present all over the world, all over the universe. No matter what time it is of your day, whether it's night, everybody is spying at you, watching you. They're hearing you through the stories that you're sharing or the content you are putting through. Of course, there are so many advantages, but there are so many disadvantages also. And when I was looking about understanding, like, why at all the social media? Why do we need it? And what is the current, fun facts about it? It always made me curious. So I did little research. And what I found was interesting that over 4 billion people are on social media right now. 98% of people are using internet for the social media access. That's a huge number itself. And third item was really interesting that at average, people have got 8 social accounts. So you are not being watched from one space, one angle, but so many areas. And average, everyone is spending 2.5 hours on social media. This is again an alarming point. And 66% of employees are using social media to connect with their colleagues. Well, you are in the same office, still you need social media to get connected to the people. Now, what does that mean? That means it is really existential aspect of our life. We have to be there. And social media presence is not only needed just for those influencers or the people who want to make money out of that, but eventually, even if you are a housemaker or a professional, you really need to do that. And this is, I probably can share my journey here. I started using social media. If I remember, there was a platform called Orkut. That was the very first social media platform I used. Then after some years, Facebook was launched. It gained popularity. So I thought, okay, I'll also build my presence there. But eventually, I was a little hesitant. But still, I took a leap of faith and then started posting on Facebook also. Few months back, I tried to look at if Orkut is available, it is all vanished. So what I had posted that time there, it is all lost. The same thing happened with TikTok, and same thing probably can happen with any platform. So the problem here is that, of course, with the time, as I also created or came onto this social media platform, my purpose was to network with each other, to understand where people are, how they are doing. Next, my intention was to stay connected, to network, to know more people, friends of friends, relatives of relatives, and then, expand my group of people whom I thought I am connected to. But that's again a virtual connection. Then social media also gives me an opportunity to create an influence based upon what my perception of reality is, based my perception of how I think about the world, and based upon my understanding of how life should be, I can actually influence people. It also gives me an opportunity to persuade people, to make them, convince them, to connect with them. I can make announcements so very easily. If I have to conduct a session, if I have to conduct a meeting, or if I have to arrange my personal program, I can take support of social media. And the best part is it helped me to get educated. All of this, if it is used with the great intention, then of course it helps us to utilize it and use it as a power. So when I realized, okay, oh, I need to do that, I need to be available on the social media. And when I chose me to develop a career as a life coach and a emotional healer, I also took a rescue to go on to different platforms. So these are the 4 platforms which I majorly had been spending my time on, utilizing them and consuming them, and also sharing what my thoughts are. Of course, this gives me an opportunity to connect with all the people, but there has to be some intention when you are using it. Because as I've shown you the statistics, they are alarming one, that if we are spending 2.5 hours every day on social media, what is happening to our real actual life? Though you feel connected over the social media, but believe me, the love and the experience you have when you have a physical connect is out of the world. Recently, fortunately, we all met, and because of Colonel Prakash, thanks to him again, we were able to connect physically in same room. We hugged each other, we spoke to each other, and that was what made us feel as in a person. So the physical connection is really needed, but eventually, if you really have to be on social media, what you should be taking care of so that it is not consuming you, rather you are consuming it. So my understanding is you need to be resident there. Of course, your presence is needed so that people can get to know about it. They are aware of you, and you are also able to stay connected with those. Then you should be regular in posting. What is meaningful for you, what you have learned, you should keep on sharing with others. And that not only help you to build relationship, but even in your career, it supports you. Then it's about relevance. What is being relevant? Is it your personal content? So keep it separate to your professional content. That is my understanding upon usage of the social media so far. But more importantly, have a clear intention why you are actually using social media, or are you getting used by it? Because believe me, it's your attention which is the superpower. It is your attention on which all these social media platforms are making money. So your focus, your attention is what they are monetizing. And what you are giving away is not money to them, but you are giving away your peace. You are giving away that, physical connect time that you had been spending with your families. Those engagement is what you're losing. And third important aspect is your health is getting impacted, because not only physically, but there is a socio or psychological impact because of the social media. So you have to be careful on the usage of it. Somehow it has frozen. But I think this is what I actually want to deliver and make you all aware that be there on the social media, but don't get consumed by it. Rather use it for your purpose and your intention. With that, I give backstage to the team on. Thank you.
Huge round of applause for Monica. In today's world and age, social media is more important than anything else, and it plays a huge impact in our lives. So thank you for sharing those tips and tricks. We do end up spending a lot of time, and I certainly have probably 5 or 6 social media accounts that I manage. So that's really interesting. Okay, let's give 1 minute for feedback for Toastmaster Monica's speech. I would request everyone to put it on the group chat or share one-to-one with Monica. What you liked, what is it that Monica can improve on? Please share your feedback for Monica. Monica, have you gotten any messages yet? We have 30 more seconds to go. Hey, thank you, everyone. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Neetu. Toastmaster Neetu, your speech will be evaluated by me. Would you like to come on video to check your audio and video? Let's do a quick test. Neetu, can you come on camera and unmute yourself?
My room is not well lit. Let me just fix this.
Okay.
After
Okay, why? So,
okay.
okay, while we are waiting for Neetu, I'm checking with Deepti if she's ready for her speech, in which case we can have her go first. And Neetu, you can come back as the third speaker. Is that okay?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Okay.
So Deepti's speech was going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Monica. Monica, do you have Deepti's evaluation form handy? Okay, let me call on stage Toastmaster Monica to read out Toastmaster Deepti's speech objectives. Over to you, Monica.
Just give me a second. It's taking a little time to open up. I've received the copy, but somehow it's not opening up. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. So I take up as privileged to be evaluating Deepti for her speech. Her pathway is motivational strategies, and it's a level 3 speech. The purpose of this speech is to practice using the story within a speech or giving the speech that is a story. That's interesting. And I don't have a title, I believe. Deepti, what would be the title of the speech?
The title is How Toastmasterish Is That?
Thank you for sharing that. So I I'll give all best wishes to Deepti for deliver her speech today. Back to Timon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Deepti, let's do a quick audio video check.
Yes.
Can you repeat after me? It's a wonderful day.
Oh, it's a wonderful day.
Okay, yeah, we can hear and see you very well. How Toastmasterish is that, Toastmaster Deepti? Toastmaster Deepti, how Toastmasterish is that?
Dear Toastmasters and friends, sometimes people say or do things that you don't agree with. What do you do in such situations? Do you get offended and fight back? Do you just walk away as if nothing happened? Or do you refuse to act and just freeze? And then, do you repent and repair later? Do you know what I did at work the other day? It was a regular office day. Rajesh, Roma, and I picked up our cups of masala chai in the office cafeteria and settled for our regular chai pe charcha break. The topic for the day was paucity of time. So when Roma complained about not finding any time for exercise, Rajesh emphasized the need to make time. And I added what I just read. You know what? Time tops the list of non-renewable resources. Must use it judiciously. And then, how Toastmasterish is that, Deepti? Mocked Rajesh. Suddenly, a seemingly harmless conversation turned tables. While Rajesh and Roman joined in a cheer, high five, I was left shocked. 1,000 thoughts crossed my mind. Is Rajesh making fun of me for recalling what sounded like a rehearsed or a polished statement? I don't know. But I collected myself. I gathered my wits. I got up from my chair and spoke aloud in defense. That statement, I read it in my 14-year-old's NCERT book. And I walked out. Yes, I'd got very offended. I reacted. That evening, around 6 p.m., sore from the tea time discussion I had earlier in the day, I was sipping my calming jasmine tea, and I decided to read a wisdom book, The Four Agreements by Don McQuilries. As I turned to a new chapter, its title, Don't Take Anything Personally, stirred something in me. I read on. Nothing that others do is because of you. Even when a situation seems so personal, even if others insult you directly, it has nothing to do with you. Whatever they say, they do, and the opinions they give are according to the agreements that they've had in their own minds. I kept reading. Really? If it's all about them, then why do I get upset? And if we do get upset, what do we do? It certainly leaves us mentally exhausted and doesn't bring us any peace, contentment, or the calm that we so crave for every time. I read again. If you do not take it personally, you're immune even in the middle of hell. Immunity? That's what the book is suggesting. So I read, I researched, and wrote my 3C vaccine for immunity. C for calm, C for clarify, and C for check. I found out that we need to be calm, no matter how critical the situation is. Slow down, take a deep breath, do whatever, but calm down. Calming down helps you buy time. Clarify. It means ask. You know what? Only secure and strong people look for feedback. And it shows that you're mature enough to control your emotions when you ask. So for such times, keep some statements in your
Hi.
back pocket,
Good morning. Good morning.
ready.
Sit.
Do
Sit
you
here.
really? So statements like, do you really think so? What made you say so?
How's it
Can you
going?
give me some more details about what you said? What did you mean when you said Toastmasterish, Rajesh? Such statements help you detach from the trauma. You tend to make a pause. It helps you to assume not what they meant. Because when you assume, you're making an ass of you and me. C for check. Once you know why they said what they said, it just becomes easier to decide what you want to do. Sit back and check with yourself. Did the statement they make, was it aligned with your value system? Is it aligned with who you truly are or who you want to be? Because sometimes just politely excusing yourself and walking away seems right. At other times, knowing their perspective changes the whole game. In the long term, focus your energy on accepting what you can, not change, and change what you can. Dear Toastmasters and friends, life puts us in situations that corner us, that make us react. It's in those times that you must remember the 3C vaccine of being calm, clarify, and check. That day, I was wrong. I'd taken the words personally, and I reacted. Well, I sat back and tried to repair what I'd done wrong. I wrote out this post in all vulnerability and shared it on LinkedIn. And to my surprise, Rajesh acknowledged. And every Monday during our morning chai pe charcha at work, he asks me, what did you learn at Toastmasters this Sunday? Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Deepthi. How Toastmasterish was that? Yeah, we often get asked that question, and it's not only that question, but there are so many times when we feel in disagreement, and your 3C formula is something that I'm going to really take back: to be calm, to clarify, and to check whether I need to change something or not. All right, now let's ask everyone else how they uh, liked your speech, and opening it up for 1 minute to share feedback with Deepthi. For everyone, please share what you liked and what is it that Deepthi can do differently next time. This is open to everyone, guests and Toastmaster members. Everyone is encouraged to share your feedback so that we can improve as speakers. So while everybody is sharing the feedback for Deepthi, uh, I would request Neetu to do an audio video check for your speech.
Yeah, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are audible and
Clear?
visible. Yes. Let's to follow the protocol. Let's have you repeat after me. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you everyone for your feedback for Deepthi. Now I will be evaluating Toastmaster Neetu's speech, and the speech is from the Visionary Communications path. Neetu is on her level 2. The project is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protégé. Are you ready, Toastmaster Neetu? I froze. Toastmaster Neetu. Toastmaster Neetu, I froze.
Thank you, Mohit. Imagine a nervous 13-year-old gripping her speech paper so tightly that the edges crumple. The classroom is buzzing with chatter, but in my head, there's only one thought. What if I forget everything? I'm sure all of you have felt that anxiety before delivering a speech. But for an 8th grader, it was terrifying. I might pose as a confident, poised speaker today, but it was not always the case. And I owe this to my mentor, my English teacher, Shiny Ma'am. I wouldn't be speaking here if it was not of her. But how did I find a mentor? Actually, I didn't. She spotted me. One fine day, out of nowhere, she called me out of class and said, Neetu, I have chose you for Rotary Club's speaking contest. I was thrilled, but before I could speak, she said, you know what? It is in 2 days, and you are supposed to prepare for it in 2 days. I'm like, okay, what next? You're supposed to come to the staff room after your school and we'll sit together and rehearse your speech. Now, the questions in my mind are which speech, what topic, we need to write it, we need to memorize it. What is it? It was uncertain and so surprising for me. All I could think was, I'm gonna miss my hot, delicious meal, which I go home and eat. But anyways, I didn't have any option and I reached the staff room after my school. I reached there. She handed me over 2-page speech, told me, I'll be back in an hour, but until then, you need to memorize all of it. Like all of it? Already I was tired from all the classes all day, and now I have to memorize this within an hour. I still did struggle with memorizing, but that was the task given. But that's the beauty of having a mentor. You trust them. You trust them whenever, even when it's uncomfortable. And I tried my best, but I couldn't memorize. What happened next touched my heart. She sat with me, line by line, word by word. The voice, the modulation, the gestures, she taught me all. She corrected me, the course correction happened, she scolded me, and it was already 5 p.m. and she had done her part. Now think about this. If she had just handed me the speech and said, you need to go, memorize, prepare for it, you have 2 days, I don't think I would have done it. I mean, as an 8th grader, how serious I would take a contest, which I have no idea about. I wouldn't. Now, that's the beauty of having a mentor. They recognize your potential and they sit with you and hold your hand, take you through that storm. And that's what my mentor did. And I'm so grateful for that. Now comes the next day. Day 1 is done. Now the day 2 has arrived. She asked me, are you prepared? did you practice what we done yesterday? I said, yes, I am prepared. I didn't know the seriousness of this contest. I was just a kid. And she called me. She said, today, you'll be coming with me to all the lectures that I go to and narrate your speech. I was shocked. I was thrilled before, but panicking now because I'm supposed to speak in front of the people of my age. And as I said before, the chatter is not going to help you in your confidence at all. I went, I stood, I froze, and no modulation, lines forgotten, no gestures, no impact in my words. She took me to the staff room, scolded me so much in front of all the teachers, and I just froze right there. And that's when I realized the seriousness of this contest. And we sat back even in day 2, and by evening, I practiced. All the words that were memorized before had some meaning to it now. I think I was safely prepared. Now came the day 3, the contest day. I entered the auditorium. Shine ma'am isn't with me. My mentor has done her part. I went into the auditorium. I see the crowd and I froze again. I didn't have any idea that are going to be 250 people. And I'm going to stand in the center, judges looking right at my eyes, and going to speak even without a mic. So now I have to deliver without a mic with the modulation as well as the amplitude. You know what? I delivered my speech. I gave my 100%. Did I win? No, I didn't. There were 250 people and I just prepared for 2 days. But did I give my 100%? Definitely. I didn't win, but what I took with it was a challenge. And after that, there's no coming back. I have been speaking in my school, but I realized that I left the speaking skill. And before joining Toastmasters, I contacted my mentor and I said, you know what, ma'am, I professionally want to learn speaking. And what she said next shook me. She said, no need. You're already a professional speaker. I never thought she takes me like that. The takeaway that I want you to take from this is mentors are the ones who don't coach, but they transform your life. So think about it and thank your mentor today. Thank you.
Absolutely, Neetu. Mentors are the ones who are like game changers for us. And I can totally relate. And as you were giving your speech, I was remembering the mentors in my life. Let's pause for a minute to give Neetu some feedback for her today's speech delivery. We'll give 1 minute for that. While people are giving your feedback, I have to congratulate you because with this, you complete your level 2 of your path. So, congratulations. Okay, thank you everyone. And thanks, Neetu. We'll move on to the next segment of our meeting now, which is table topics. Our table topics master today is Toastmaster Monica. So let's invite Toastmaster Davinder. Toastmaster Davinder is the table topic master of the day. Davinder, are you still with us? Do you want to come on camera?
Yes, I'm there.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, let me add you on Spotlight and hand over the stage to you to take us through today's session.
Okay, table topic session. For guests, let me tell you, in this session, you will be given a topic here and you will have to speak impromptu upon that. It may sound scary, but if you can relate an example, an incident, or a story related to that, it will make quite easy for you, because just giving arguments in sport or against the topic, it may become difficult. So try to have a story. And at the same time, let me request all the role players who already have a role not to raise their hand so that others can get a chance, because I don't know if anyone has a role or not. So I will request the role players not to raise the hand and let others give a chance. And for guests, let me assure you, topic will be quite easy. Raise your hand because if fear is there, I've been a Toastmaster for more than 5 years now. This fear is still there, but I don't water my fear anymore. So today may be the day you may start. Timing is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, you will be shown a green card, 1 minute 30-second yellow card, and at 2 minutes, you will be shown a red card. While red card will be shown to you, you will have to end your speech or onto the topic that I have given you within next 30 seconds to be eligible for a certificate. So that can be showcased over your social media if you are there over more than 2 social media accounts as well. With that thing in mind, let me see if any volunteer is there, preferably a Toastmaster first. And one more thing. We often feel that while we study many hard questions, but when we go to take real exam, we find questions are quite simpler there. So I will be sharing only those topics which have been asked in club level, area level, division level, or district level, and you will find how easy those topics are. Raise your hand, any Toastmaster, please. I can't see any raise of hand. Can Mohit help you? Can you help me on this? Because I can't see any raise of hand.
Yeah, there are no raise of hands as of now, but there are Toastmasters who are present in the meeting. So I would request them to raise hands. Toastmaster Prem, would you like to take up the first one? Okay.
Okay, do we have any raise of hand? Or should I pick anyone on random?
Colonel Prem has raised his hand.
Okay, Colonel Prem. Okay. Colonel Prem, first step is the hardest. First step is the hardest. Colonel Prem, over to you.
Morning, friends. It was a Sunday morning, and I found myself atop a 10-meter diving board, and behind there was loud scream. Actually, not scream, but there were people who were shouting, "Come on, come on, come on." So actually, I was there atop this 10-meter board to give a demonstration of how to jump that mandatory 10-meter swimming pool jump, which is required for NDA cadets. So everybody normally has to jump, but I thought to myself that why not do a dive instead of jump? I paused for a while, and then I dived in. And I think before I could realize, I was there down inside the swimming pool. And after I came out, there are loud claps. And I think everybody seemed to be very happy and encouraged. And actually, my squadron commander was most happy because, as squadron cadet captain, I was there to sort of showcase and tell everybody that 10 meters jump is not very difficult. In fact, instead of jump, you could even do a dive. And so that first step, little difficult, but not really difficult. You can do it. Thank you.
Colonel Prem Prakash, one good thing really visible that he used the keywords given in the topic. Now, next raise of hand. Do I have any? I can't see. Okay, Garvit is there. Okay, Garvit. Mohit, can you please make a phone spotlight? This topic was there last year at area level. Now this is for Garvit. Garvit, necessity is the mother of inventions. Necessity is the mother of inventions. Garvit, over to you.
Necessity is a mother of invention is a very right word, I would say, because if we look into all the inventions which we have so far are uh, uh, which we have so far have uh, emerged by uh, 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 one or the another need of, for example, if we look into our phones, the 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 requirement of of phones have the requirement of phone have emerged because of emerging need of quick communication. So yes, uh, 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 it is a rightly said uh, thing that emerge that a necessity is 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 a key to inventions. Thank you.
Thank you, Garvit. Now, next raise of hand, if preferably any guest.
I would like to try.
Okay, Suraj it is.
Yeah.
Suraj, are you a Toastmaster, ex-Toastmaster, or a guest?
I am an ex-Toastmaster.
Okay.
But right now I'm a guest here.
Okay, once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster. Even this can be the topic as well. But let me give you another topic. Suraj, go slow, go far. Go slow, go far. Suraj.
Thank you for giving me this topic. I can relate this quote with myself because I have said this many times. I studied in Hindi medium in a village and I did my BTech from institute. And when I went to my college, everybody, they were from very good school. They were speaking very good English. And when I went there, I was not confident. Like, how am I going to speak in front of them? So it was really, really very, uh, it was really, really bad experience with me. But slowly I started watching movies and Then I started, talking to talking. I joined Toastmasters. So I was still learning. I'm not good at speaking, but I can say things, and I can make my own opinion that I want to share with everybody. And it is a slow journey, but I think maybe you discover yourself in that journey, and yeah, so that's all I have. How do you? Other than that, yeah, that's all I have. How do you, TDM?
Thank you, Suraj, for attempting this. Next, I can see raise of hand of Nikita. And in the meantime, those who haven't raised the hand, let me give you an example from mathematics. In mathematics, 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. But in life or in table topic, failure plus failure plus failure is equal to success. So if you feel that there is a fear of failure, let me tell you, unless you take the first step, which may seem difficult, but that is the best step, that is the way to go forward. Otherwise, fourth step will not come into picture if you do not take. Now over to Nikita. She is getting the topic that was given in the district level last year. Mohit knows that topic. Okay. Nikita, pain is temporary, quitting lasts forever. Pain is temporary, quitting lasts forever. Nikita.
Thank you, Double Tapper Master. Yeah, is it? Yeah, that is totally right. That pain is temporary, because I believe that pain can be temporary. As like I can see that I was in school, I was in engineering and all that. I can see the pain, like how I lost few subjects, and I was year down as well as. But I didn't give up on the things. It was very painful for me to see the people, see the candidates, or see the my batchmate going forward, and I was the one who was there on the same level. So it was very difficult for me to digest, but I didn't give up. I feel that pain and I work on that. Even I was, one thing that when I remember my backstory, I really get proud of myself, because like even I had 2 year downs, 2 year down, then too I completed my engineering. Because when I look forward, when I was in school, I never thought that I will be a computer engineer. But no, now I feel very proud of it, that I have never give up on it. Yeah, it was very painful for that time, but I didn't quit on that thing. So that is one of my successful story I feel about it. Because quitting is permanent. When you I can't go right now and start my engineering, because that time was precious. That time, that age was like precious for me, and at that level I have to do that. So that is very important, and that is very enthusiastic for me. So seeing any other role model, for me myself is my role model, that I didn't quit on it. Thank you so much. Over to table topic master.
Thank you, Nikita. Very well attempted, and use the keywords of the topic that was given to you. Very well done. Now, next raise of hand. I would request a guest to raise hand, because this is the most simplest topic. This will be the most simplest topic. Any guest, please raise your hand. Okay. If not a guest, then Toastmaster, who doesn't have any role.
Did I couldn't find the option to raise hands. Maybe I'll go next and use it as an opportunity.
Who is it?
This is Shobit here.
Okay. Now, should I give you topic right now?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. You're a guest or a Toastmaster?
So I have been a Toastmaster earlier.
Okay. Once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster. Okay. Shobit, well begun is half done. Well begun is half done, Shobit.
Thank you. So everything requires an initiation. Now, the moment you realize what are your dreams, you have to take a step and work on it. Some resistance to which couldn't let me do it. Then I decided I have to take a step, and I enrolled for one of the conference without without any preparation. So I thought, let's take a step, let's go for it, and then eventually the paths will be open for you. So just to resonate it, we have to take a step and make that journey, and we can reach our destination. Thank you.
Thank you, Shobit. I think one more last, Mohit, or time permits.
At least for me, some part got cut off. I don't know if it was only me. So
for all.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
Shobit for about 25
30, 40
seconds or so.
seconds here.
It might be my network.
Okay.
Mohit,
But
do I have time for next table topic?
Yes, we can take one more.
Okay. This is last. If any raise of hand is there. Any guest or Toastmaster not having a role?
This is my first time. I would like to try it. I don't know how to raise hands because I don't use Zoom often.
You have taken the best step today, Rohit.
Okay.
Rohit, okay. You are getting the most simplest topic.
Okay.
And most difficult situation as well, because you can't leave that. Okay. Rohit, family WhatsApp group. Family WhatsApp group, Rohit.
Okay. Well, I don't. I'm a part of my family group, but I don't use it often. Like, I don't. I don't know. Sometimes I think of forming a WhatsApp group with my friends because they are also a part of my family because they are very close to me. I'm not very regular posting things because I don't know, but I'm a private person. I don't like sharing things, especially something that's uh, maybe I feel I will be judged with my words. That's why I don't share often what's happening in my life. Yeah, but one day I will be very regular uh, sending messages to my friends and family members. Yeah, I'm not sure if I get the topic right. Uh, Correct me if I'm off the topic. Okay.
You were not, Rohit. Very well done. Very well done. Now, because I wanted that someone doesn't raise the hand and I get a topic from Mohit, but I think time doesn't allow that. For now, back to Mohit. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Davinder. Huge round of applause. You engaged everybody with amazing set of topics from the past district level contests. So thank you. And those of you who don't know, Davinder is himself a table topics champion at the district level. So we wish Davinder the best, and it's always a pleasure to hear from you, Davinder. Huge round of applause. Now we proceed with our meeting for the last, perhaps the most important segment of our meeting, which is evaluations. I would like to call on stage our general evaluator, Toastmaster Mehak, to take this segment forward. Over to you, Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. Greetings, everyone, once again. We'll quickly move on to our evaluation segment. And first, we will start with the prepared speech evaluations. So for our first prepared speaker, Toastmaster Monica, let's have Toastmaster Arpar on stage to provide the evaluation report for Toastmaster Monica's speech.
Monica, for today's India-Pakistan match, we are all hoping that somebody will come and hit a six on a very regular basis. That's what you did for your speech today. So kudos to you. Excellent topic, very well presented. Just like the movie RRR, the resistance, regularity, and relevance is something I will always remember. However, we are none of us perfect. There are always things that we can work on. And I think what would do wonders for your skill set would be to use more power words and try and avoid some words that might seem to take away your power. Let me give you an example. One sentence that you put in, which said, probably I can share my experience, could have been rephrased to just omit the word probably. This goes to the credibility of the speaker. And sometimes, as speakers, credibility is all we need. A closing for any speech is the last thing that most members always remember. Closing with impact could be another area where you think how you can improve. In challenging yourself, there are many ways you can challenge yourself, and I think you did so by delivering a speech today. There is no bigger challenge than putting yourself out there. However, I would say in any speech, even if it is prepared, there should be some room for improvisation. And maybe next time you could try and put the word of the day or the sentence of the day into your speech. And that would be, instead of a 4-run, a 6 runs, hitting it out of the park. All in all, excellent, Monica. I was enthused and engaged. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arpan, for providing your evaluation for Toastmaster Monica's speech. Next, let's have our another evaluator, Toastmaster Monica, for Toastmaster Deepti's speech.
What a wonderful speech it was. I was completely involved and engrossed as Deepti was taking us through a journey and making us realize the importance of being present into the situation. Amazing body language, voice modulation was good, appropriately paused. And I love the hand gesture, especially when she was changing the pages, turning around pages. So all that was helping to feel the flow and understand the emotion that she was going through. And to be honestly speaking, it was hard for me to find where I can actually identify areas of improvement. But as an evaluator, you honor this job, I would like to challenge Deepti with a few things. That would be a bonus on her speech. One thing I can recommend her is to maybe include the props that would exaggerate the impact of the speech. Had she used the real book or some other prop inside, that would have made a different impact altogether. And second way to challenge her is to add more emotion, especially when the conversation was happening. What went through, what emotions she went through. If she could have emphasized more to feel the pain and feel more connected to what all pain she had been through when she was into that situation. So these two things I would like her to challenge. But overall, it was an amazing speech, very well crafted message. Of course, that can help us to unlearn our existing behavioral patterns, and we can apply our 3C vaccine to become better in our conversation and add more empathy and compassion when we talk to each other. So kudos, Deepti, amazing speech. With just these few more elements added, it would be just another top of the world speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica, for providing the evaluation report for Toastmaster Deepti and for providing the effective points for her to improve. Next, I would like to invite on stage Toastmaster Mohit to evaluate Toastmaster Neetu's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. As a popular Bollywood movie, Bazigar says, sometimes when we don't win, we become even bigger winners. That's what I have to say for Toastmaster Neetu's speech. At the end, she said that she didn't win that contest, but today you won all of our hearts, and you also won a lot of skill in the process of losing that contest back when you were in 8th grade. A fantastic speech. The strength of the speaker is her conviction, the way she gave us a very relatable story. I was hooked from the word go, and it kept us glued till the very end of the speech. The belief, the conviction with which you spoke today showed on the stage, in your words, in your expressions, and in your body language. The second biggest strength for the speaker is the storytelling. The way you communicated the story. We were with you when you were talking about that girl in the 8th grade. We were with you when you were talking about your challenge. We could relate with you. And we could also understand how a mentor in the form of your teacher taught you more than just giving a speech. She taught you the key things as a mentor, which are to trust your protege, to give time to them, and to recognize the potential. So, all in all, those were the biggest strengths of the speaker. In order to make the speech, which is already fantastic, to another level, I have just one recommendation for you, which is to further enhance your storytelling. You could deliver your speech while standing up, and you could use the hand gestures to communicate your point. For example, when you talk about your past, you can point like this and say, when I was back in the 8th standard. So this gives a message that you're talking about a time in the past in a virtual setting. That is one example, and I would also recommend you to go through a video uh, of a session that we previously did with an expert on gestures, which will completely up your game by another level. All in all, a great speech. The conviction and the storytelling is something you must continue. And if you add the elements of gestures, that will further enhance your speech. Best wishes, and I'm looking forward to your next. Handing over back to Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit, for providing effective evaluation for Toastmaster Neetu's speech. I'm sure she would take back the points of feedback for her next speech. Now, let's have the evaluation report from our tag team players, for which first I would like to call on stage our timer for the meeting today, Toastmaster Mohit, to provide his report as the timer.
Thanks again, Toastmaster Mehak. I'm coming on the stage again and again, and that's great. As the timer of the day, our prepared speakers first. Monica, your speech was 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Deepti, 7 minutes, 19 seconds. And Neetu, 6 minutes and 38 seconds. The evaluator for Monica Arpan, 1 minute 53 seconds. Monica's as Deepti's evaluator, 2 minutes 30 seconds. And Mohit as Neetu's evaluator, 3 minutes 25 seconds. For the table topics, Colonel Prem, 1 minute 49 seconds. Garvit, 1 minute 44. Suraj 1 minute 24, Nikita 1 minute 49, Shobhit 1 minute, Rohit 1 minute 32 seconds. That's all I have for my report. I'll hand over back to you, Mehek.
Thank you so much, Ghostmaster Mohit, for taking care of the time and sharing your changing your background for the timings as well seamlessly, so that we are aware about when we are supposed to end and making sure that we are on time in the meeting today. Now let's have on stage our second evaluator, that is the R counter for the day, Toastmaster Rujbal, to share his report with all of us.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. I would like to present the R counter report and would like to share my screen having the summary. Is my screen visible to all?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Is it now visible?
Yes.
Yes, it's up.
So this is the summary for today's uh, speech part and all. Purple topics, evaluators, roles. Uh, you can go through that. And it was a first time attempt by Rohit. So there were some words used by him. And Garvit also tried to attempt it, but some words were used and some repeat words were there in the prepared speeches as well, but it might be due to the demand of the script. So that is all from my side. All all best wishes for next meeting to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rujbal, for sharing this beautiful visual report with all of us so that we can take back where we felt the need for improvement is required in our arts and gums. Thank you. Next, would like to invite on stage Toastmaster Lavina to share her report as the grammarian for the meeting today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehek. I see throughout the meeting where there were a couple of usages of the word of the day, unlearn. Now coming to the good usages of English, I had quite the speaker section, the prepared speech section was quite clean, and we didn't have any uh, uh, wrong usages of English mostly in the prepared speeches. Um, some gems from the perspective of the English grammar I picked up from the speech section are like the usage of words. Good words are paucity of time. Time tops the list of non-renewable resources when we were saying that are immune to you are immune even in the middle of hell. Then when we were mentioning about the 3C vaccine, calm, clarify, check, detach from trauma, take you through the storm, when we were saying in the prepared speech section, plus once when we were saying that once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster, I think that is a very good analogy. Then moving on, when we were saying that discover yourself in journey of a Toastmaster, plus when we were saying that some gestures could bring the speech as a top of the world speech. Then one time when we were discussing the 3R concept from one of the movie, the RRR movie analogy, And also a brilliant analogy from Bazigar movie, when we were saying that when we are a bigger winner when we lose sometimes. So that those were some good usages. Now coming on to the not so good usages of English language, when we were trying to say I have chosen you, so instead we can rephrase and say I have so we were saying I have chose you. Instead of chose you, we can say I have chosen you, or you are the chosen one. We can rephrase I was safely prepared into saying that I was prepared. Just that I was this simple and sweet, I was prepared. Then next, when we were saying I took with it, we can say I took away from it, I took away from the event. Then one time when we were saying let others give a chance, we can rephrase and say let others get a chance instead of give. Once we were saying raise the hand. I see a raise of hand of Nikita. We can see rephrase and say I see a raise of hand from Nikita. Then I heard somebody say I am something around themselves being a role model for themselves. So we can rephrase and say I am a role model for myself, or we can say I am my role model. Next, we were saying so just to resonate, we can rephrase and say so just to reiterate instead of resonate. Once we were saying forming a group with friends, so we can rephrase and say making a group of friends in WhatsApp. Once we were saying I will be judged from my words, we can just say I will be judged. So instead of saying from my words, we can with my words we can say I will be judged. That were the report around the use of grammar in the whole meeting. And that's been my time. Thanks, and over to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lavina, for sharing the language highlights with all of us for the meeting today. I think you shared a detailed report with all of us while mentioning out the good usage and the not so good usage of the grammar during the meeting. Now it's my time to share the overall review of the meeting today, starting with Toastmaster Ujjwal, who started the meeting as the sergeant at arms with great enthusiasm, sharing the ground rules for the meeting, and seamlessly when he passed on the stage to the presiding officer. Presiding officer Toastmaster Mohit took the stage and the meeting forward while he shared a beautiful story which kept the audience hooked in the beginning of the session. Following which, he took the introduction of the guests, warmly greeted them. He also introduced Toastmaster Rohit as has made his first in the meeting today as a Toastmaster and allowed him to interact with the audience as well. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit, for starting with great enthusiasm. Then we quickly moved on to the prepared speech session, and Toastmaster Mohit, as the moderator, led us to the prepared speech session as well. We heard some beautiful stories in the form of speeches for which evaluations has been conducted by the evaluators in the commendation, recommendation, and commendation approach. Talking about the evaluators, we had three evaluators: Toastmaster Arpan, Toastmaster Monica, and Toastmaster Mohit. Now coming to our evaluator one, Toastmaster Arpan, who shared the evaluation report for Toastmaster Monica's speech. While he presented his report in the form of a CRC approach, however, I felt that at some points, while he mentioned the improvement points for Toastmaster Monica's speech, I felt that he lacked and did not cover the points of appreciation for her speech as well. For instance, the use of technology that was perfectly done by Toastmaster Monica while she shared a beautiful presentation and was giving the speech was sitting there in the right corner for all of us. The use of technology was done very well. Toastmaster Monica, kudos to you. And not only this, it was a perfect blend of speech where she used some different kinds of visual appearance for all of us. and provided the speech in the segment which she was conducting, that was on the social media approaches. So I felt that the project was delivered perfectly for Toastmaster Monica. There were certain other points of appreciation for Toastmaster Monica that could have been added by Toastmaster Arpan. While she was confident enough, while she was giving her speech, the expressions was showing on her face and the gestures that she used. Not only this, when she started on the speech, it was on the basis of the questions that she put forward towards the audience. So I felt that somewhere in your evaluation report, these points could have been added to appreciate the speaker as well, while you were mentioning about the points for the improvement as well. And for this, I felt that the time was also left on the upper side for your speech, since you took just 1 minute for providing the evaluation. So could have been structured properly so that the speaker could have felt more better while you have been presenting the report. While coming to Toastmaster Monica, she gave a beautiful evaluation for Toastmaster Deepti, adding on to the points of improvement that she could have props and could have add more emotions. While I felt again that there were certain points of commendation that could have been added for the speaker, mentioning that about the body language, the gestures, and the content of the speech. That could have been a point of appreciation and could have been a point of recommendation at some point as well. I felt that the evaluation again could have been structured in a better form so that the speaker could get some real insights about the speech as well, since again there was some certain time left on the upper hand for you so that you could have taken the time and could have structured it properly so that the time could also not be a constraint. Moving on to Toastmaster Mohit, I believe he covered all the necessary points for Toastmaster Neetu's speech, provided the evaluation in the CRC approach, and I'm sure Toastmaster Neetu would take back the points of improvement as well as would relish the commendation provided by the evaluator. And with this, I'm sure that the speakers and the evaluators are on their way of becoming better and best with giving more evaluations and more speeches. Now, coming to the tag team players, first of all, Toastmaster Mohit, our timer for the meeting. Thank you so much for taking care of the time in the overall meeting. Coming to Toastmaster Ujjwal, shared a detailed report as the hour counter for the day with all of us. He also shared the visual report. So I believe that is again a great step that is being conducted by Toastmaster Ujjwal, because since we hear more, but when we see the visuals, we can also grasp it and improve it in our next meeting as well about our Azingams. Toastmaster Lavina again shared a beautiful report as the grammarian. The report was detailed. She mentioned out all the good usage and the not so good usage of the language in the meeting today. And the word of the day was also the highlight. It was being used by the speakers. What I also felt something which was really attractive, which was used by Toastmaster Lavina, was when she was giving out the report, and instead of using the good usage of the grammar, she mentioned out here are some of the gems of the word that are being used. So the word gems was really attractive and it felt really good as an audience. Now coming to our table topic master, Toastmaster Devendra. First of all, thank you for taking this role at the 11th hour. And we appreciate the topics that you provided to the speakers that were innovative and from the contests that you shared with all of us, like from the area level contest and the division and the district level contest. So the topics were generic in nature, and I felt that it is a great learning platform for all of us, where we can see that these certain topics that were being used in the contest as well. So for us to practice here in these sessions. Not only this, after the speaker stopped speaking, he was also giving the insight about that topic and how what were the best things that the speaker have added in the speech and what could have been improved. So towards the starting of the meeting, I guess we started a little late. I believe that we could have all joined at the right time. However, the role players were also, there were certain role players that were assigned at during the meeting when we just started. However, we had a full house today. All the role players were there. We had 3 speeches. So it became a great learning session for all of us so that we could unlearn, learn, and relearn many new things. I'm sure it was a great meeting for all of us, and we're taking back so many stories and some good learning experience with all of us. Now, I would present the stage back to our moderator for the day. Thank you so much for this beautiful session.
Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Mehak and your entire team. Your evaluation was done in such a manner that it makes us feel good about what we are doing well, but at the same time, it's helping us understand those gaps, which will help us become that butterfly that I talked about in the beginning of the meeting from the caterpillars that we currently are. So, thanks again to all the general evaluator and the tag team role players. We are towards the end of the session now, and I will be sharing a form on the chat box. So please take a moment to share your feedback and vote for the best role player and speaker. We'll give 1 minute for that. And as people are filling out, I'll like to hear from some of our first time attendees about how they felt about the meeting. So let's just take a few minutes to gather some feedback from our audience. Rohit, would you like to go first? Just share how you felt about the meeting. You're speaking on mute.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, this is my first time. Even it's first time, I didn't feel like I'm strange here. Like I'm a stranger here. So yeah, it's a nice experience. I'm observing things. Yeah, I don't think this is the right time to give the feedback, but maybe after attending of more events, I will be able to understand and give better feedback.
It's really great, Rohit. It's already great news that given it was your first session, you're still able to follow and you felt comfortable. That's already something that we believe is a win for all of us who made it possible. And yeah, we look forward to more feedback from you as you proceed in your journey. Let's hear from Jaspeer. If you're still around, would you like to share your feedback?
Yeah, Mohit. So I'll say that it's a learning experience, and I've learned scope of improvement is any time in the life. So we are doing good, but still the way the positive and the improvements were shared, it was really great. And I took few lessons from this, like unlearn and the three C's. So overall, it's a great session, I will say, and a learning experience.
Thank you, Jaspeer, sharing your feedback.
Thank you.
Anyone? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Jaspeer. You were saying something?
I was just saying thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Garvit, would you like to share your feedback?
Uh, so as always, it is a very structured meeting, and it 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 is always being conducted in a in a seamless manner. So I I uh, uh, I appreciate all the organizers of uh, for having this meeting and uh, having a organized group. Thank you.
Thanks, Garvit. Yeah, this is a meeting where we unlearn and learn things every time. Like today's meeting, Seema was supposed to be the host of the meeting. She had a last minute urgency. She couldn't join. We still managed to do a seamless meeting. And Rohit is our first time attendee. He didn't even probably get to know much about something which was going wrong behind the scenes. So, this is what happens in real life also. And we come, we practice, and we learn in a safe place. So, thanks for sharing your feedback, Garvit. Would anybody else like to share your feedback? I'll just open it up while I'm checking the votes that are coming our way. Anybody else would like to share anything?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so Toastmaster Mohit, like you sent me the link on WhatsApp, and yeah, it was really good that today I attended the meeting. Actually, I was like wondering that is there any meeting on Saturday, Sunday, and the Sunday was like 10:30. This club meeting was at this I could attend, and it was really nice. Toastmaster Monica as well as Toastmaster Mehak were the one of the attention to me that they had done really good, nice, like attractive point, as well as Toastmaster Monica has elaborated the most of the use of how can we like make less use of our matlab, we can consume more data as well as, and not the this all site have any negative effect on us, how to take it as positive as possible, as well as Toastmaster Mehak was much confident about the how meeting were going on, and what are the minus and plus point can be conducted throughout the meeting, and it was really nice meeting. So I liked the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikita, for sharing your feedback. It's a pleasure to have you with us, and your feedback means a lot.
Yeah, sorry. I just like to make a point.
Sure, go ahead, Colonel Prem.
Yes. Since the meeting has to start at 10:30, and was out cycling in the morning, and so I think on my return, I especially speeded up and just reached around 10:25 or so. And so I think, and my Strava app showed that third best timing. So for this 50 kilometers. So I think in a way, so there is another motivation. If you have, there are restrictions and terms of reference, that also I think helps you to elevate and work. Do things.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we have our winners based on the audience feedback. So let me share that. While everybody did fantastic today, our best speaker for the day goes to Toastmaster Neetu. Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Neetu. The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Mohit. So thank you. The best role player for the day goes to Toastmaster Mehek. Huge round of applause for general evaluator Toastmaster Mehek. Auxiliary role player today goes to Toastmaster Lavina, our grammarian for the day. And the best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Prem. A huge round of applause, Colonel Prem. Okay, and that brings us to the end of yet another amazing session. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any other feedback, do keep sharing with us. We will, and if you want to join, get in touch with me. We'll be happy to take your onboarding forward. We are having some February discount offers for anybody who joins in the month of February itself. So do get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to take it forward for you. All right. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday, and we will meet next time. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.